Good evening all. I hope we are all doing well. I was just reading John's comment there before we came on saying, why don't you start 10 minutes earlier so we can say hello? Normally I do that, but we are going to be starting with Daily Race B. So the race for this one starts at 7 o'clock, 10 past 7, so we're going to start at 7 o'clock. And then we have exactly that, some time to set the scene and see what we're up to. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome along. We're going to be on Daily Race B probably for the first half of the stream. And then 9 o'clock till 10, we'll do a couple of Daily Race C's. But I'm looking forward to this one. Marina, this track on Gran Turismo looks mega. It looks absolutely tremendous. Tremendous during the day, but more so when it ventures into nighttime. The detail that they have included and kept within this is second to none. Absolutely spectacular. So we are going to jump into this. We're going to do a little bit of practice, but I want to do the first couple of races from the back of the grid. So that's going to be the plan for that. Can I just double check? Can you actually hear the game? Yeah, you should be able to. Yeah, cool. Cool. So we are going to do first race in the sit run, then we're going to jump in the G70, 2 races from the back, and then we're going to do qualifying and see which of those cars we prefer. And what I want to hopefully get is a nice little YouTube video with some very good races, but we'll see whether or not that happens. Fingers crossed. I remain hopeful. A little bit wide there, still getting used to the track. That'll be track limits there, I would assume. Should only ever be driven in twilight, I can agree with that, because it looks absolutely sensational at night time. This still looks pretty cool, just as the sun's starting to set, but yeah, it looks absolutely awesome. The detail that they've managed to capture, and I don't know if you've noticed, but at the top of the hotel, they've actually put, or Gran Turismo, kind of, you can get yourself a camera angle there. So when you come to do the photos on the section where you drive underneath the hotel, in fact, there it is there, right in front of us there, they've got a camera angle that shoots right down from the hotel, which they have in a lot of the motorsport and definitely Formula 1 coverage as well, which looks awesome. Choice of chocolate tonight is literally, how tragic is this? One single bar, can you even see that? One singular bar of tiny, tiny chocolate bar of Whisper. Not very good. Not very good. If you can do a 26.6 in Sector 1, you're up for a good start. Yeah, lap times I'm not too sure on at the moment, but that's we'll try and gain as many reference points, I guess, as we can do. I'm still not 100% sure on all of the best lines and way of attacking all of the corners. I often forget where it is that I am on the track. Still, not quite used to it just yet. That's honestly such a difficult corner to get your foot down as early as you want to, knowing you will never get your foot down as early as you want to. Oh, that's not going to be second white line for track limits there, is it? Surely not. I wouldn't imagine so. Oh, we've already messed up turn 1. Brilliant. 205.9. Reese's peanut bar. That's going to be no good to me. I'm allergic to peanuts. I only found that out last year. 27 years I've gone without realising I had a peanut allergy. How is that even possible? Track limits are very weird in here. Yeah, I have noticed that I've, breached track limits on many an occasion. And then kind of like not gotten a penalty for it, so it's a bit strange. I don't know if it's just me. It might be just me. But it feels like the steering or force feedback has been dimmed down a little bit. I don't know. Don't know if that's quite the right sort of... if that's the right word. It feels like there's almost... It feels like every time you go to play the new or next FIFA, it always just seems a little bit slower in the aim or the pursuit of realness and reality. It seems a little bit, yeah, I can't quite put my finger on it at the moment, or I can't quite find the words to best explain it. That is, if there is even any changes, to be honest. I don't actually know if there is, but just at the moment, might just be a grip thing for this car, which is why we seem to be understeering in some places. Not quite getting the bite, and then I'm turning in maybe a little bit more than I need to or want to. You almost want a little bit of oversteer there, so you've got a better chance of just getting the car turned in. Yeah, we wouldn't have crossed the line there anyways. Don't touch the bollards. Interesting. What? Just don't touch the bollards, full stop? That's an interesting one. Yeah, big physics update. There we go then. I honestly, apart from knowing the new cars and new tracks, I don't actually know too much of what they've changed or updated here, so I'm kind of figuring it out as I go, to be honest. Be right back. Need to check the FA Cup draw. Keep us posted. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this race, though, or this stream, to do this race, this combo. Rolling start, that's going to let us down a little bit, I think. Okie dokie then. So we're going to be starting from the back of the grid. Our first race at Marina on Gran Turismo. First of all, the track looks incredible. The details everywhere looks incredible. Let's hope that we can have an incredible race, but I very much doubt it. But we're going to start from the back. Newcastle drawn against Bournemouth in the FA Cup. Oh, well, there's our bogey team then for the FA Cup. Tremendous. It's all right. We'll focus on Champions League. Here we go then. Not too clued up, to be honest, on whether or not this is a good car to be in, but we're going to go with the Citroen to begin with. And then we might try the G70, which looks a promising car as well. Crazy just how late you can break into that one there. And then slipstreaming our way all the way down. Into, or coming up to, the chicane. Just after the 150 board. It gets slowed down quite nicely there. That's alright, that is. Oh, the exit's not though. Oh! The contact on the exit's even worse. Surely not. He's not going to drive on after that, is he? He actually is as well. That's outrageous. Typical Gran Turismo, though. Well saying we are on Gran Turismo. I'll be honest though, I don't know this track well enough to know the sort of exact best racing lines and entries just yet, but we're hopefully going to get there and improve throughout the night as we go. How did I find out I had a peanut allergy? Through eating a curry, which then had peanuts in. And that was an exciting trip to A&E on New Year's Day last year. Wow, just struggling a lot overall at this track. I think I'm going to actually have to do a full session of quali practice first, I think. At least I'm still alive, yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, I didn't realise it had peanuts in. I've, like, purposely avoided peanuts all my life. My mum's allergic to peanuts, but I didn't think that I was. So I didn't have, like, ever have a massive reaction when I ate them, but it did make me feel sick, which now I realise obviously was an actual reaction. But I was always just like, ugh, I don't like them. Such an awkward, clumsy, horrible section of track here. Right, well, if this doesn't tell me that I need to go put practice in, I don't know what does. This is horrendous. Well, I'm going to disagree that curry with peanuts is nice, of any kind. Strongly disagree. Oh, we got a yellow flag. Might we grab a position? Oh, there we go. We've got one. That's better than nothing. How can I be losing so much time? Literally 10th upon 10th upon 10th at a time. That's absolutely brutal. Look at that. Every single time in sector is like half a 10th, half a 10th, half a 10th. Someone else gone. Up to P13. None of these positions have been gained through pace or skill. All of them, or both of them, we've only gained 2. Both of them being gained through someone binning it. Oh, someone else has gone. Iceman, no. Well, my fastest lap, 2:06.6. 2.2 seconds off the fastest lap. Off the pace of majority of this grid. Oh, those guys aren't going to get on well if they're going to drive like that. Oh, no. Try and slipstream my way down with them. Can we work with Iceman here? Oh, if I do nudge him, it's going to be pretty late. No, there we go. Don't know what makes him think he can turn in there when we are literally alongside him. Surely he can see us there. We've just bump drafted the car right beside him. Right, P12. We've made up a couple of positions. Nothing too great. But I have a feeling there's a dive bomb or two on its way from these guys behind now. I'm about to get hit. Oh, we just managed to miss him. Right, P12. Jeez, that's difficult. That is such a difficult track to race. Really good fun, though. Really, really good fun. Right, that was our first one. That was always going to be, I think we can agree, that was always going to be pretty rubbish, okay? And it was pretty rubbish. So, let's maybe try the G70 as well. I'm keen to try sort of different cars and see what's what. We try the G70. We go from the back again and see how we get on with that. I enjoyed that, though. I enjoyed that. Not too bad. Not too bad. Right, straight back in. G70, we'll have to rent that one. Let's go. Oh, it's a fine track, absolutely. It's absolutely mega. But it's, yeah, difficult to race just like off the bounce is what I meant there, sorry, yeah. Look at that, Sparks with the 204. Right, we've got two options here. We can either actually try and set a quali time, of which we'll probably still be at the back in these grids anyway. So I guess we might as well just probably do it with that being said. But, or we can purposefully try and start from the back. Oh god, the gear ratios are totally different to the sit run. I would imagine that opening that corner, V-cutting that corner, has to be quicker overall because of this, for how long this straight is. Surely it's got to be the quicker shout, is it? Quicker option? Sparks on early again this morning. I bet he was. Oh yeah, this car slows down a lot quicker under braking. And four-wheel exit there, four-wheel power on that exit there, very, very helpful. Right, 2:05.5 is our first lap time. We're going to cross the line and we might as well just try and actually make use of registering some times and actually measuring ourselves properly. So and surely by the end of this straight, that has to be the quicker way of doing that. Has to be. Run extra wide in turn 5, fair enough. Oh, I can brake so much later. Oh, I need to brake so much later into there. In this car, you can't do that in the sit run. Chat limit. Start that again. So much time lost and to be gained there as well. Right, see how late we can brake. Yeah, this is going to be closer to the 100, I think. I genuinely think this car can stop at that. Yeah, it can. Wowza. Right, okay. I always find it good fun to try and learn the, sort of learn as much as I can of the track myself and kind of see if I can at least get somewhere close. And then after that, we'll start watching some hot laps, I think, or some actual proper fast laps. So I don't know whether or not tucking into the apex right the way around there is actually quicker or not. There we go, that'll be a few tenths quicker as well. Will it or not? Yeah, it was a 0.5 before, wasn't it? Literally can't remember what the lap time was that I put in before. Oh, there's Lee. I've seen an aircraft in headphones. Oh, we're still at the back. What a complete waste of time that was. What a complete waste of time. Are you in the bath watching this, Lee, now that you've told us that? That's all that I'm going to imagine after you told me that last week. Where were we actually starting? 15, 16, literally at the back. Fucking perfect. Perfect. Oh, that lap time hasn't carried through the one that we crossed just before. Not that it made much difference. You'd only be in P14, obviously. Haven't I got a video to edit? Yes. Yeah, Ben's doing that, so that's all right. Yeah, the Cheap Car Challenge one is only 2 weeks late. That one's only 2 weeks late. I think Ben's up to 60 hours or 70 hours editing on that one. Pretty brutal. And then, to be fair, he sent me version 3, and then I looked at it and was like, I don't like any of it. So, we're back to the drawing board on it. Right. Set this one away. G70. Hopefully better than the Citroen. From the back, see how we get on. Brake balance. I'm sure this will be just as bad, if not worse, than the last race. Great start, running wide. I'll catch that one in a second, Bill. Half a second faster, what, than me? But in total, 0.7 or 0.8 slower. What, you're 0.8 slower than me, or I'm 0.8 slower than you? It's baffling how early on the power you can be, or you don't seem to realise how early on the power you can be in this G70. We're going to be at the back this entire race here. I'm wide there as well. That's going to be a penalty for me there. Yep. G70 feels alright through there, you know. Feels better than the Citroen, at least anyway. Right, that half second's going to be a killer. In a full lap, you're slower, but sector 1, you're half a second up. Maybe I'm just quicker at driving in a straight line than you. What car's that in, Bill? I wonder where it is you serve the penalties as well. Watch it be right at the start of this next straight. Because we've done a whole lap and not crossed the penalty line yet, I don't think. Yeah, here it comes. It's not as bad as I thought midway through this straight. Still a bit of a killer. Needed 4th still. I think there's something, I must be missing something there, because I'm kind of like trying to flatten that corner as much as possible, but everybody else is running all the way out wide. I can't quite work that one out as to why. Because I doubt it's because I'm better than everyone. Don't run wide. Oh, I think that's all right. We lose A+ at this rate if we keep crap races like this. James, how we doing? Oh, Honda's nearly gone. We'll have him here on this straight. Yep. Damn it. Track limits here is a bit wild. Loads of time to gain if you just ignore the white lines. Ignore the first white line anyway. He's gone. Loads of people gone here. I'm going to catch up to this lot. Come on. At least give us one position here. We can see P8. It's P7, I think, at the front of that grid. One of them's ran wide. That's got to be a penalty. One's gone. Another one's gone. Through the carnage. Go. Another one's off. Avoiding action on that one. Switchback, maybe. We can see P8 there. P8's what we want, even though we got this P9 in front of us. Oh! He's going to wipe them out. Yeah, we'll have that. We'll have both of them. Oh! Rejoin on, almost nearly wiped us out there, though. P8 from the back of the grid. We'll have that. We'll have that. We'll have that. 8 places made up. Not too shabby. What a treat. We were gifted quite a few of those there, though. There you go, we're only 3 seconds off key. That's not bad going, is it? That's not bad going. Typical Daily Race B shenanigans resumed, though. Oh, Affinity Racing from. That's what I get for using the auto prediction. Wonderful. Right, well, we'll try and set now a few lap times if we can do. I think I'll stick with the G70. I mean, we were trying to set lap times before. It's not like I wasn't trying. But we'll start pushing some limits. And then in the next race, we'll try and watch some fast laps. Here's the data logger thing as well, look. The new feature. Haha. Now this is good. This is interesting, this. Look at this. Look at this graph here. Look at, we got all the graphs. This is cool data now. Right, that's interesting, the line that they take there as well. Not going wide and then kind of trying to... He's mega wide right off the track there. No wonder he's taken the smoothest racing line. Look at that. That's class. That is class. Oh, we can see the gear ratios there. Oh, and you can see the setup. Oh, this new feature. This is actually mega, this. That is really good. Oh, what a belter. What a belter. That's cool, that. Right, let's try and do what he's just done. And then we'll use this chance. 2 laps here. We'll find every edge of track limits if we can. If we can. So I've seen people driving out this far wide, so I know that that one's fine. As far as I can gather, the first white line means nothing. That one's got to be track limits, though, surely. What did you say, first sector build, 26.6? Oh, I'm well off the pace there, if that's the case. Need to brake earlier there. Get slowed down quicker. Right, let's go again. Another lap. I'm at like low 27 then for first sector. I need to brake way later there. Yeah, look at all that time I've lost now. Being a smidge back on a better exit. I haven't even managed to do that. That's got to be track limits. Surely that one's track limits. I would have thought. Big chunk of time gained there, but I don't think that's actually anything on the best time yet. Still no improvement. Right, still going to be at the back. After this one, then I'm going to have to study some lap times, I think. Yeah, I'm well off the pace. Well off. What lap times are you guys managing to set? Is that 2:04, John? Is that where you're at for speed? I presume you are guessing what lap time I was going to manage to do, but is that roughly where you're at, or not? Different car needed, yeah, potentially. I mean, I do like that Citroen. I do love the Citroen, but the G70, you're able to get on the power so much earlier out the corners. P14, come on. Right, we got a positive DR result on the last one. 8 places from the back, which put us P8. Do the same again here if we can. Oh, total traction control on. No, thank you. Not when you miss the apex, you can't. Yeah, exactly. That's quite nicely done there, surely. Yeah, that's all right, that. There we go. Oh, we got to switch back on. At least one of them here, hopefully. Will be on the outside line. Might get both of them here. Trying to keep these guys sort of boxed in a bit there. I'm going to get contact. Yeah, absolutely. Right, is the NSX going to get a penalty there? Surely. He actually didn't. He didn't get a penalty there at all. So, if that's how far wide you can run without getting a penalty, goodness me. I'll get a penalty for that one, I bet, though. Yeah. Oh! The Citroen's gone. Right, staying in 4th gear this time round. Yeah, there we go. Right, see if the Ferrari gets a penalty there this time. I find it mad how far wide everyone's running and not getting penalties. Unless they just haven't implemented a penalty system on here at all yet. Well, they have, because I've got a penalty. Of course I got a penalty. Messed that up again. Yeah, track limits is, well, it's undefined at the minute, I think is the best way of putting it. There's no way that Ferrari's making that corner. Could have seen that a mile off. And we're pushed into the wall. Wonderful. Oh my god, I'm so bad at this track. Or is it just that I'm the only one driving within the white lines, do we reckon? Yeah, apex there, yeah. If you look hard enough, you might have spotted an apex. Right, well, if I got a penalty, he should get a penalty. Slam dunk, same thing. Yes, there we go. Thank you. Someone's gone. Citroen. Right, we might have P11 here as he serves a penalty. He might not serve it this lap. Might be next lap. Yeah, you serve it this lap. Come on. Oh, here's Key gone. I've mucked that right up there. Oh, 2 people binned it behind me. Right, we're just defending for P10 now. Top 10 finish. Defend, 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 defend. Come on. Ah, oh, messed it up again. Damn it. Right, we'll have a P10 there then. Apex Dodger. It's difficult. It's difficult. Tricky old track, that one. Depends where you mean for brake earlier, James, because there's so much of it where you actually can brake a lot later. And then half the time with the lines that half of these are taking, it's like you don't even want to be hitting the apex. Because once you realise you can run so much wider than what track limit has actually got written there, or painted at the side of the road in the white lines, then it no longer matters. Right, I'm going to have a look at some top times here. We might jump back in the sit run. Right, watch. Watch, watch, watch. That's just bizarre to me, because you would think that the first white line, look at that, how much he's cutting there. He's just in track limits there, though. You'd think the first white line would be track limits, wouldn't you? Just before the 50 board for braking. Really? Really? We can all do that. There's a lot of this that just doesn't even make sense. In terms of those track limits there, I want to take a look at this one. I mean, look at that. If that was, think of Monza. Think of Monza. That's what you try and do at Monza in the first chicane. That is what you try and do, and you get a penalty. That's what you try and do. So it's got to then be this second line. Right? It's got to be this second line. So then realistically, he's actually... There's still a lot more that he could have cut of that corner. That's insane. This one back here, this is just crazy. That is just crazy. That doesn't register as track limits. That's mental. No wonder I can't keep up with everybody else in front. They're not even... Well, they've just... That's making up your own track, that is. Right, this one I do actually want to learn from. So he's over that white line there as well. He does stay pretty tight to the apexes on that one. That's fair. That makes sense. Right, I want to watch this. Why are they... I don't understand. Ah, see, he's not actually going that far out wide. That's a bit more like the line that I am doing. So I've worked that one out all right. It seems like loads of people in that earlier lobby were going then all the way out wide. Yeah, there we go. And then just check this final corner here. You can absolutely go to the second line. Oh, wow, he slows down. Really? Really? There's no track limits there. Is that for real? That's nuts. That is absolutely mental. And that's a 2:02. Right, that's what we've got to go do now then. That's wild. That's absolutely wild. Oh, we're not going to have time to set a lap here, actually. Well, it's one of them, isn't it, where if you can't beat them, you've literally got no choice but to join them. But if you can just plant your foot and run that far out wide, doesn't matter where you go, does it? You're absolutely sorted. That's wild, that. Right, I just want to, again, test something here. Well, we've cut that corner. Probably could have cut that a bit more. You need to be careful there because you need to be braking as you're hitting the straight line. So there is a risk to taking that line into the section underneath the hotel. Right, well, hopefully this helps us. Hopefully that helps us in this actual race then to be a little bit quicker and maybe catch up and stay on the back of the pack. I reckon with that we can get our times down to 2:04s surely. Like decent low 2:04s. Right, predictions for this race then. There is us starting right at the back. Bill reckons we can get down to 2:04 without cutting. I probably can because we're at a 2:05.0, so being a little bit quicker I definitely could do. But if we want any chance of actually qualifying somewhere near the front, we're just going to have to... I mean, it's the same track limits applies for everybody, so what is track limits and not track limits, it is the same for everyone. It is just wild that you can run that far wide on the track and not get a penalty. Which is exactly what me and the Ferrari are going to do. And so if we start driving like that, it'll be interesting to see here if we manage to then hold on to the back of anybody as a result. If I still drop off even further, well then that's worrying. But then at the same time, everybody's going to be driving like that now. Right, earlier short shifts when we're in the slipstream. That is a one where you can't go wide though. Then the track limits all of a sudden applies here. Keep pushing, keep closing, come on. I tell you what, this would be mega on an endurance race though. 12 hours of this, or 24 hours of this, watching it go from night to day to night and back again. Oh, 2 people been in it, 1 person been in it. Almost wiping someone else out. Right, penalty from the Ferrari. There we go. Catch up to the back of these. P12 for us now. Getting there now, and then I was lifting on here before, but you kind of don't need to now that you've got a bit more room. Well, you know that you can just do the second line as your new track limits. There we go, fastest lap 204.7. There we go. Right, can't wait to start setting that in quali. We have the switch back on him as well. Get in. Oh! No! Get! Get! Oh, man. Oh, could have seen that coming. I heard the snap of oversteer in, like, my left headphone. And then I looked down, I clocked it on the radar. I was like, oh, he's gone off there. He's gone wide. And just as he snaps back on, he wipes us out. Damn it. Well, what could have been for this race, because it was looking alright actually, wasn't it? It was not looking too bad. That's wild to me, that you can just run that far out wide and not get a penalty. Absolutely wild to me, that. That's with Slipstream. Bill, straight to ruin my enjoyment. Put me down on a peg once I've said, look, I've set a decent lap. Won't let me have the glory. Not even for the race. Oh, I'll be wide there, I think. That's the thing. Once you know you can run that far out wide, there's no risk anymore to how early you put your foot down, is there? You just put your foot down and then just go for it. If you run wide, you run wide. It's actually quicker. So the earlier you put your foot down, with so much runoff, you're not going to put it into the wall through understeer, and you're actually just going to be quicker. So I assume all of this mustn't be track limits either then. Which is a bit mad. I can only assume. Oh, they've both killed each other. Oh, as if we wouldn't have seen that coming. Oh, now it's track limits all of a sudden, is it? Now it's track limits. Yeah, that one was bad. I'm going to lose A+ if we end up with another race like that, I think. Doing quali in the 458. Interesting. What did you reckon of the 458? I reckon I'm going to give the Citroen a go again, I think. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, I'm going to give the Citroen another go. Just to see what we reckon. Because now that we know we can run that far out wide, I think there's less risk if you're spinning this thing round. I've said that now, though. Watch me absolutely muller it in the first corner into the wall. Oh! The understeer. It turns in at high speed better than the G70, but then it doesn't half understeer in the slow speeds. Oh my god. But I was going to say that's possibly the benefit now, is that you can get down on the power early and open up the steering, so you're not that worried about spinning it round. Normally the little bit of oversteer is what you have to rely on in the Citroen just to get it turned around. Need to be careful out there because you can't have track limits, or the track limits is in place out of that corner, so you do need to be a bit more careful. Oh, well off the pace on that one. Right, let's go again. That might be track limits, that one. Oh, I'm just going to go again. I think I want to be back in the G70 after all this. Right, one more. I can't go into another race without having improved quali time. Nah, I'm well off the pace here. I think the G70 is the car for me. Terrible sector 1. Terrible sector 2 as well. Oh my god, that's so far off the pace. I can't be doing that. I need the G70 back. I need to be quick though. Come on. Why do you refuse to race in the Citroen? Because it doesn't exist. Take the Ferrari, make the Tifosi proud. I wish. There's no making them proud at the moment, is there? Jeez. Jeez. Do we reckon Hamilton will stay next season, or do we reckon he's sacked it off? Oh no, I'm still A+. There we go. I'm still A+, but I must have dropped down a lobby. Because my 205 is now getting me P9. Yeah, I quite like the G70. I'm a fan of the G70, to be honest. Yeah, I quite like that car. I know what you mean about the Citroen, like, actually not existing, though. I do agree with that. Yeah, never should have left Mercedes, I know. It is now sad seeing the state of Ferrari, or Lewis and at Ferrari. I'm glad he went on to do something different, though, because it was, you know, he was already getting the always being in the best car, always being at a top team, Mercedes, da-da-da-da-da, all that sort of stuff, so... It was worth him moving to try something different, isn't it? Right, let's go. Let's go, let's go. I want a good result in this one. If we can aim for a top 6 from P9, I think that's pretty decent going. Would we agree? There is virtually no end to how early you can put the power down there. When you know you can run that far out wide, I'm not going to get tired of saying that. .3 to the leader in the slipstream here. Ah, that's going to be a penalty. That's going to be a penalty. Yeah. Gonna make sure he keeps that position there. There we go. A little bit of contact from us on the way out of the hotel. He's going to be fuming. He's going to be absolutely fuming when someone gets a move on him round the outside by running off the track and into a different postcode. That's outrageous. We're actually alongside here as we go into the braking zone. Who's going to brake the latest? It will be me because I have the better brakes. But he's there, going to be there on the inside. Compromise the exit slightly. And then we're going to have that. That's hilarious. Oh, what a move! What a move from the Frenchman. Fair play. That was tremendous, that. That was absolutely mega. It's already ran wide there. He's going to keep me all the way out wide, yeah. Oh, he's put us into the wall. Oh, you little... Ooh. Ooh. A very bad word nearly came out my mouth there. Banned from YouTube for life. Cancelled. Immediately. That's... Oh, man. Oh, dear. Bad form. Bad form. I think he's now just basically trying to get us, isn't he? I think. Which is a bit unfair, considering, as I say, I gave him the place back. I made the contact with him, I spotted it straight away, and I gave him the place back. Oh, we're going to be heading on to the last lap in P9. I thought we would have managed to get a little bit of a better result. Still 4.4 to the leader. They are all running nose to tail though, look, up ahead here. And on the last lap, surely someone's going to go for something. This car is so much better than every other car. I don't care what anybody says. For this particular race, this G70 is the car to be in. That's coming from a person who's driven only 2 cars and didn't like one of them. Oh, oh! Look at this. 3 seconds to the leader and 8 cars in between. Yeah, I was going to say, someone's definitely going to end up off the road here. We're going to end up in P8. We set a 2:04.9 fastest lap. P1's been under pressure the whole race though, so he's not had time to actually run in the clean air. 2 of them running out wide there. That's 2 of them with penalties as well, surely. On for the final lap. We said we wanted a P6 or a top 6. We've got P6. Just got to hold on to it. Charles behind us here. Oh, we might have a run to the inside here, potentially. Not quite. We're going to be behind him. Someone with a penalty up ahead. Oh! Are we going to get it? Run to the line! Oh! Not quite, not quite, not quite. P6. P6. We'll have that, though. That's a much better result. That's what we want. That's what we want. Target acquired, yeah. Fun fact, whenever Carlos joined a team, they were worse off than when he left them, yeah. Yeah, Renault, McLaren, good point. Yeah, Ferrari as well. How does Box Extreme think we are a cheater? I'm going to fight him in the comments. I give position back. Oh, and then he replied saying track limits, which everybody's doing it, so no one's going to tell me that that's wrong when everybody else is doing it. Right, let's go now for fastest laps. Come on. One more race in this one. Let's try and set ourselves, get ourselves down into 204s. Yeah, that's it. Same as Daytona. Very similar, isn't it? The thing is, though, is that it's a weird one with Daytona because it's a glitch. They can't police it on the final lap, and it's a bit like, if you remember, I think it's Silverstone, isn't it, where it's actually quicker on the last lap to do the last lap as an in-lap into the pits. So that's why they've now blocked that. Schumacher made the most of that one back in the day, and it's now why you can't do a pit stop on your last lap, or you can't cross the line by coming into the pits at Silverstone. You have to do it on track. So the pit lane gets closed on lap, 70 out of 70. And in Daytona, they can't police it quickly enough to give you a penalty before you cross the line. Whereas on this, there's just no penalty regardless, so you can only go by what is legal in the game. And that has to be your policing point, doesn't it? Your reference point. Track limits for that one, though. Alright, come on. We need to cross the line here now with a decent lap time. Ah, yeah, that's right. He served a penalty. It was a penalty that he was still serving on the last lap, but done it on his in lap. Done it on the last lap because it was because it was then shorter, isn't it? Yeah. Don't hit the wall. Oh, he's hit the wall! Oh, no! Damn it! Oh, I'll be back in a minute. That's so annoying. So annoying. God damn it. Right, back in time for the race. Oh, look at this. We've got penalties and whatnot. We're down to B for our SR. Deary me. Deary me. Right, this is going to be the last race at this track. Whew. Last race at this track. Let's see if we can get P1. No streamer. Come on. Right. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, first time at the start, finish straight, yeah. Come on, P1 for this one. Charles in this one as well, look. He was in our lobby before. Are you still getting penalised when you run wide, but just not getting an actual penalty in the race? Is your SR still going down? Is that why we think ours has dropped? Or was it because... Did I not get 2 penalties in the last race? Was it not one of them? My fault, my fault, my fault, my fault. My fault. Please don't quit, please don't quit. My fault, that one. Damn it. Oh, man. Totally my fault, that. Right, come on. Recovery race is on now. Recovery race is on. See what we can manage here, if anything at all. But in the eyes of Ayrton Senna, you did go for the gap. It was just that it was like bumper to bumper, that, wasn't it? It wasn't even going for a gap. It was just, he was slower through the chicane than I thought he would be. And I just tried to press on a little bit. Oh, he's binned it. Oh! We waited for a bottler. I will always give the place back, but not if they're going to bin it like that. Come on, do us a favour. If you don't bust a pass, you shit. Oh my god, I've lost so much time there. Oh, I hate these races from the back. Because we are closing the gap a little bit, but it's just ever so slightly. And it's never quite going to be enough in a short race. It's never quite enough to actually get anywhere near them. We're kind of on the back of them now. It's sort of like main pack, but whether we actually get anywhere near them for moves on the last lap, who knows. We are definitely going to lose our A+ rating here though. Come on. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, Cal's in this one as well. How come everybody's losing SR? I wonder if you do get punished for the track limits, but you just don't get a penalty in the race. Maybe that's actually what's happening there. That's my fault again. Just desperately trying to keep on the power there. A little bit silly of me. That one's fair enough. Absolutely take the penalty for that. Oh, messed that one right up. Messed that one right up. Never mind. DR going down, SR going down. Such a beautiful stream, indeed. I'm still A+ according to that, but that might change yet. Right, we can either do one more race of this, or we can go do Daily Race C. Actually, no, we'll do one more race of this, and then we'll jump into Daily Race C. Yeah, one more of this, then Daily Race C. Or we can do like 20 minutes of Daily Race C practice. That's pretty boring, though. Oh, it could be a good race, though. Should we put some practice in for that one, do we think? Vote now. Daily Race B or Daily Race C? Wolves 1, Man United 1. What was that? Actually, I don't know why I'm surprised anymore. All right, let's go. We'll go Daily Race. Oh, no, I'll go Daily Race B. I'm always conscious about, probably too conscious about people getting bored on the stream, and I don't want that. I think everybody's here this week anyways. Right, I need to cross the line with a good time. It can't be that difficult. Come on. We've got time to restart. Come on. 2 good laps here. Come on. This is already crap. Absolutely terrible, this. I'm not going to restart. Give us some actual chance of getting a lap. Oh my god, that's awful as well. Come on! Oh, man. Daily Race A, I can't remember what it is now, actually. I cannot remember. No, it's not. Is it Super Formula, Montreal? Is it actually? Serious? Why aren't I doing that? Is it actually? You got to be winding me up. If it is, then why am I not doing that? Oh, man. I should be over there on that race. Do a Wednesday stream to vote at the race A. I know. I'll have to at this point. So, Wednesday, I've got a very important business meeting. Potentially the most important business meeting I will ever have in my life. And that's not even an exaggeration. But it's also a Newcastle match, so maybe it's not Wednesday. But we'll try and pick a day or a day and a time. Helps to have both. That we can do another stream. Alright, come on. We can get this down into the 204s here. Surely we can do this. Don't get it wrong now. Don't get it wrong now. Don't get it wrong now. Come on. I've lost it. I've lost all that time. Oh, man. God. Why can't I put a quali lap together? Ah! Literally binned it all on that last lap, man. Oh, man. I was on for that. Absolutely, I was. Absolutely. 4/10 off that time. That should have been an mid 204.8. What a killer. What a killer. Yeah, we're down to A now as well. Our DR down to A. Bugger. Well, the A plus was very short-lived. The A plus was lived less than a week. Are we surprised? No. Oh, man. That's Super GT, and this one, I believe. I'm just seeing if it is actually him. GT royalty. Certainly is. Super GT in the GTR look as well. Come on then. Try and get a good result in this one. What should we aim for? Podium? Something equally as ridiculous? Pick a number between 1 and 3 and let's aim for that position on the podium. Let's go. P6, yes, let's aim for that. That'll do. That's a good number between 1 and 3. Oh, a little bit laggy. Don't move across too far. Nicely done, we'll have that. P7, that's a good move there in the chicane. Round the outside of the first left-hander. And then nip to the inside for the right. That's decent enough, that'll do. And that is a good start, come on. Right, might be a penalty for Eero there for P6. Oh, he's very early on the brakes there. Trying to make sure he keeps the position. In fact, I'm giving myself no choice. I'm making sure he keeps the position. There we go, P6 for him. Right, race is back on. Oh, this lagging's a little bit sort of not great, isn't it? A little bit sketchy. P7 still, come on. Oh, he's going to go for it into turn 1. He's looking at it. We're scrapping with Super GT. I'm going to argue that that one genuinely was fair enough. Let me know what you think. Because he got held up. He had to come off the power, which then moved us to the... we could get that round the outside. I think that one was all right. He had to come off the power middle of the chicane. I think that was okay. Tell me, please tell me that was okay. Steward's inquiry in the chat. I feel like that was all right. John's saying it's okay. I will have to take John's word for it. Even if John said no, I would probably still find my corner and say that it was okay. I'll be honest. Oh, we're going to run wide. As you are permitted to do. Oh, look at this. I can see the green, but I can't read what it says inside the green. Give me 2 seconds. I can see the big green box. Don't know if I can read it better on my phone or not. Member for 3 months. It says Ford Guy US. Oh, come on. But I know that that's Robert, or at least I'm fairly sure, unless there are multiple Ford guys. Robert, yeah, there it is. I knew it was you, Robert. There we go. Why did it come up with only the Ford guy? Obviously, it used to come up with your name. We were talking about it the last time. Member for 3 months. Thank you so much, buddy. What an absolute hero you are. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Way, way, way too kind. To answer your question on the update, though, I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. I don't like that. I don't like the penalty, but I'll take everything else. Yeah, it's changed your username, so now it doesn't show as Robert. It just shows as your @, which is @FordGuyUS. It only comes up with that now. But we were talking about why it, or how come it started changing that last time we were on. That might be 2 sets of track limit penalties there, you know. I'll be very lucky if it's not. Right, come on, let's chase these guys down now. We've got a penalty to serve, but we're going to have to try and chase these guys down. P4's just hit the wall there. Come on. Come on. Well, that's surely, if I get a penalty for... Oh! He's been rammed off anyway. I thought he was going to spin and crash into us there. I was going to say, surely he gets a penalty for that. If I get a penalty for my exit, he has to get a penalty for that entry there. Alright, well, he's just drove straight into the back of us. That's... I'm assuming he was planning on driving straight through us there with the ghosting on. We do now have damage, but I think we're all right. You're just so much quicker through this sector in this car than the Citroen, because there's so much more of it that you can just keep the power down and know you're not going to spin. Come on, we want the podium. Try and get the podium. I don't like that glitching. I don't like that lagging. Come on. Get that podium, absolutely. We're aiming for it. Let's get a podium. It's got to be done. It's got to be done. I don't know what... I literally went to look at my left to look in the mirror there. I don't know what world I think I'm in. Oh, look at that. Switch back from the Citroen. The red Citroen on the green Citroen on the exit. He's done that quite nicely there, to be fair. He's gone. He's gone. He's gone. Two of them have gone. We're on to P2. We are on to P2. Oh, they killed each other. They've killed each other. P2 it is. Let's have that. Let's have that. Let's have that. Get in. Get in. Right, now that was a bit questionable on the last lap. I'm not going to deny. That was a bit questionable. There was a couple of moments where I was like, have I just rammed somebody off or have I not? Because the guy who had the switchback done on him, the guy in the green Citroen, he braked very early, so I did kind of go into the back of him, but I felt like I got brake checked, I'll be honest. which is why I just sort of kind of carried on. Oh, opened the wrong thing. Right, we can end on a decent... in terms of daily race B, we can end on a bit of a high. Right, let's watch this replay. Right, first things first is I want everybody's thoughts for the move on Super GT. So that's back here. So yeah, first things first, I want everybody's thoughts. We get past Super GT in this chicane. We've got Eero in front of us. Super GT's kind of gone to the inside, but sort of sent a bit of a dummy. I think we... Yeah, there's a bit of contact there, but as you see, he goes into the car in front of him. And that's what slows him down. I'm not expecting to get a move around the outside of any description here. Oh, actually, no, he has a bit of a slide there. He has a bit of a slide, doesn't he, mid-corner? So if we just have a look here. Full on brakes. It's a little bit of a slide there. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I felt like that was all right in the moment. It's kind of like, there we are. Enough alongside, but only just. But it's at that point, you're already turning in to make that corner. So in terms of being ahead at Apex or alongside at Apex, yes. But alongside at the point where you kind of need to go, right, we're aiming here for the racing line here. It's maybe questionable, that one. Thoughts in the comments is all I'll say. Right, and then what are we like for time in here? 26. Let's just very quickly review that last lap. Yeah, so we can see there. So this guy brakes very, very early. As he kind of steers to the inside line. We're gaining on him. Obviously, we're in the slipstream, but I know where I want to brake. And it's definitely not on that line, which is where he's gone for. Most of the braking points are after that line. It's another questionable one. In the moment, I actually think or wish I'd just given that place back. To be honest with you, I wasn't 100% sure. But then behind us, all of them have gone off and ran wide and killed each other anyway. Yeah. Then we get a bit of contact from behind there twice. So yeah, everybody's killing everybody there. And then, yeah, everyone loses it. Everyone dies. Good fun. Typical Gran Turismo. Right. Let's call it quits there. Quickly, very, very quickly get on to Daily Race C. We'll not even get as much of a laps practice here for Fuji, but we'll do our best in the race. Look at that, we've got 2 minutes left, if that. Okay then, so what we're going to go for in the race, very quickly somebody decide a car, or I go with the Ferrari 458. Somebody decide a car, or I go with the Ferrari. I'm not going to go Merc because that's a bit too sketchy. I'm not going to go R8 because that's just asking for trouble. 458 feels fine. Viper, maybe. Excuse me. But I think probably 458. Bill saying 296. Robert saying Ferrari. I tell you what, yeah, let's go with the new. Let's go with the new 296. Let's do it. Although it is a little bit understeery in those corners. This is actually, I'm going to end up facing the wrong way very quickly here. Actually, let me just not do that. Let me just not do that. Let me go 458. Ah! Stop pressing the wrong buttons, man. Come on. Four, 5, 8, 4, 5, 8, 4, 5, 8, 4, 5, 8, 4, 5, 8. Where is it? There it is. Sorry, John. I know there's a livery, but I don't want to not have time. 30 seconds. We probably still did have time there to go to the garage, but just in case. So sorry for that, buddy. Right, we're going to go for the 458 just to be safe. Because the 296, there's a lot of power in that car coming out the corners. But it just depends on what balance of power and performance we've got on these cars. I haven't driven that enough to jump in straight off the bat. Do we know what I mean? Give me a chance is all I'm saying. 458, we're literally going to jump into this with no practice whatsoever then. So what are we better off doing? Probably starting on the softs. You need to use soft and hard tyres. Which we know as well, by the way, just how good that makes these combos. We know just how good it makes these combos. What are we looking like for... So, tyre wear. Both tyres needed. I'm probably going to start on the... probably going to start on the hard tyres, but I don't know how long the softs will run for. And do we have any rain is the other question. I don't want to do this. I want to do soft tyre. Oh, please be enough time to have set. Please be enough time to have set. I'm going to start on the softs only because it's... God, well, I feel like I've got more chance of not binning it. Plus, I don't know how long we can run that tyre into the race. And we're starting at the back of the grid. So the hard tyres probably was a better shout. Right, let's just go for this. Everybody's in the 296 because it's a new car, obviously. Super GT at the front of this one again. Yeah, hards definitely would have been better, yeah. I was thinking, I don't know how far into the race the soft tyres will go. That was my not so great theory around starting with the softs. Right then, let's go. Let's see how we get on. Brake balance all the way to the rear because otherwise we stand no chance. Oh, he's already... Look at this. Well, we make up a few positions. I don't want to have to do this, buddy. I really don't want to have to do this. Believe me. But I'm going for it. Right, we're up to P9. From the back of the grid, we're up to P9, lap 1. The traffic in front just parted like the seas, which has worked out pretty nice. A nice little switchback on that one as well. Or a nice little cutback. We get another one. We're up to P7. Jesus, this is going well. Come on. We got someone serving a penalty in front. He's going to tuck in behind the slipstream there, is he not? He does a good job of holding his line there, which is not something you see people doing when they ghost from a penalty. We are slicing through the grid here, up to P4. Up to P4. Come on, beautiful move. Absolutely, we'll have that. Not too shabby for the time being. Come on. The question is now, though, for how much time gets lost in the pit stop, but how many laps that we're going to have to do on the hard tyre. I think we all know what question's coming now. Is it worth doing the 2-stop? Now, in most A and A plus lobbies, probably not, but this one, let's be fair, we've got a bit of pace. Would it be in a slightly lower DR lobby? So could we do it, is the question. Most of them are on hard tyres. Yeah, exactly, yeah. It's 7 or 8 on the hards if you start on the hards. Yeah, we're going to end up having to do a lot more. Or a couple more at least anyway. That wasn't very good from me. Yeah, he stopped to let us in front there. Oh, nah, I always mess this sector up. John saying send. 9 laps out of the softs. Yeah, maybe, but it'll be a bit sketchy by the end. That's the question, though. Do we go for the 2-stop? Look at the field spread now. And then look at the progress that we did manage to make. Granted, they're on hard tyres, probably, most of them. That's what I'm saying. I can't remember how much time's lost in the 2-stop. That's what I was saying before, but I think it's too much because it's such a long, fast straight that you really don't want to do the 2-stop most of the time. Now, if we had safety cars, different story. Just build a gap. Well, that's what we're hoping for. That's what we're aiming for. We're only 4/10 off Super GT's pace. Not bad. Right, 7.8 to Super GT. We've kept that gap the same for this lap. If anything, I think we brought it down a 10th potentially. I might be wrong. But I think we're only going to get, looking at the front left especially, is where we're limited to. I think we're only going to get one more lap after this is going to be comfortable. Anything beyond that is sketchy and very sketchy. .6 to Super GT now, 3/10 gained. This is where we find out he is on the hard tyres though, which would not surprise me. Oh, that was a bit of understeer, caught me out, wasn't expecting that. Right, this next lap's the last one. That is going to be comfortable, and then I think we come in. It already feels a bit sketchy now. They've both came in. They've both came in. Ah, man, that probably tells me everything. So yeah, 7/10 lost on that lap there. Everyone's onto hard tyres now. Yeah, definitely pit. Oh, nah, definitely not pit 9th. I can't do another. Definitely cannot do another. Right, onto the hard tyres. Yeah, we don't need to refuel. Let's go. Come on. Yeah, one more lap there. I would have binned it. I know for a fact. Right, come on now. Loads of people pitting behind. What we're going to come out as? P6? Right, not bad. Come on, Em. Not bad. P5. From the back of the grid, no less. Ah, no! This is where I should have started on the hards, and then I would have been used to the lack of grip. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of the hard tyres, but what I will say is what this does a really good job of is then when you've got hard and the soft, the crossover in the middle is then so much more extreme in terms of people in front start to close to you way, way quicker, and people behind you start catching up. If we're on the hards now and they're on the softs, you start taking a second or two a lap out of people rather than tenths. Right, Lewis goes in now on the hard tyres. So does Lommy here, actually. So we are going to have podium position at the end of this straight. Super GT is at 6 seconds the gap, so we've closed a bit more somewhere down the line as well. Oh, the 458 is just such a good car, you know. Such a good car. 5.4 the gap now to the lead. Said for Mustang. Think outside the box. I will gladly stay firmly inside the box when it comes to car choices. 5.4 now. .8. Does anyone know what Super GT's actually in? There's no way I'm closing this gap to him on pace alone. He's got to be in a proper naff car. 4.5. We took out a second on him that lap. That can't be right. Or it's certainly not done naturally anyways. Does anyone know what car he's in? That said, I mean, it is all corner exits where I'm gaining, which is the Ferrari, the 458 party trick. If that's track limits, that is so unfair if that's track limits. Ah, that's so unfair. Yeah, trying too hard now. Darking, how we doing? Hope we're all well. Good to be racing you in the last race or the race before. Hope you're enjoying the new Spec 3. What do you reckon? What's your thoughts? Oh, look at that. We gained a second in that last lap and then we've just lost it. Literally thrown it away on that straight by serving that penalty. Still, we'll take a podium though. Yeah, that one's also a penalty. Yeah, we really are trying too hard now. Oh, come on. Oh, it's so frustrating because we've had the pace where we could have been closing. I think we could have definitely closed and had P2, that's for sure. Out catching so easily, yeah, exactly. It all is down to the 458, there's no doubt on that, but... yeah, we've been doing good here. It's a shame. Pushing it again too much because I thought, oh, we might still be able to get P2. Do you know what? I'll take that. We got the gap. Did you notice there before we served that penalty? The gap again was back down to 4.9 to the front after serving 2 penalties and that being back up to 5.5. Brought back down, then back up to 6. Brought back down. Yeah, we could have been challenging for the win there. I think that 296 is a bit of a struggle, which is why we could have been, why we were closing the gap quite a bit there. That is not too bad. That is tremendous. And Gran Turismo's idea there of the soft tyres and the hard tyres, I know we're not a fan of racing on the hard tyre, but that crossover that you get at the end is really, really good. The difference is such a... It really throws you off when you come out the pits, having been on 2 totally different sets of tyres, and then you see the grid by the end of it normally start to close up. It hasn't really done so in this instance, but I think it's because everybody's been at Marina like we have, and then they've all got bored and jumped at the same time over to Daily Race C. But that's what we like to see. Good, good stuff. Not too shabby overall. Yeah, the soft-hard split is mega, definitely. I'm going to just open the door there, 2 seconds. Oh, oh, oh! We've got 47 seconds. I was going to say let's go for another race. Let's do same again. We've only just got time. We're going to have to start from the back again. I'm going to go for one more race, though, if everyone's happy to hang around. But I'm sticking with the Ferrari. Right. Oh, Man United won 4-1. There you go, then. That's a better start, isn't it? Streaming again. I'm gonna go do another one. If that's all good. Or you're asking, am I streaming again this week? So starting at the back again. What do we think for tyres this time? Because actually, let's be fair, starting on the softs really paid off there at the start. Unsubscribe if you don't get podium. Do you think we start on the softs again, or should we go for the hard tyres this time? I actually think the soft tyre let us cut through the grid mega quick, and then we got into clear air. I think we'll struggle trying the hards. Oh, James saying softs again. I think we're going to run out of time there. Oh, it might have just counted. I don't know if that's going to count now. We'll see. This is going to be basically a surprise as to which tyre we're on now. Dark Knight, no worries at all. See you soon, buddy. Good stuff. No problem. Hopefully see you on track again at some point. Either this week if we try and get back on. Or catch you on a stream. Dark Knight starts. Oh, you're in this race, starting on soft. Good, good, good. Good man. Best of luck. Right, yeah, we are. We're starting on the hard tyre. Okay. Didn't manage to change in time. How do you finish? We finished on the podium, Bill. We got a podium. Not too bad starting from the back, that one. But we're going to make this one a bit trickier. We're starting on the hard tyres now. Right, let's go. This is going to be a little bit trickier to sort of split through the grid. But hopefully the might of the Ferrari helps us regardless. By this point we were already up to P9 in the race previous. Oh, that was a bit of lift off oversteer there. Have this one to the inside. We'll absolutely make sure of that. What we don't want here is the race leader breaking away and pulling too big of a gap. We still want to try and get through some of this because this costs us time. More time that more time that we can afford in the race. We're up against a lot of Ferrari 296s. There's Docking. He was in this lobby after all. Someone else having a pit. Where's the ghost of car? There he is there. Oh, that's sketchy. That is sketchy. Oh, we're going to to get round the outside. We've got someone to the inside there. No, Ocean. He gets that one. Fair play. No, that's all good. Puts his hazards on there, but that's all good, that. Nothing wrong with that. Laugh a lot. He won't be laughing with all that understeer, that's for sure. Oh no, I'll take that back. Well, he does get the last laugh because then he gets back back in front of us. We're going to get the switch back hopefully, but then he's going to have the inside line. And then we're going to be side by side as we hit the braking zone. I've got the slipstream. He's to the right hand side. He's got the slipstream of Ocean. I'm just going to brake nice and early. Hopefully stay out of trouble. Nope, I put myself right in amongst the trouble instead. Oh, look at all this time that we're losing. Oh, one's nudged the other. Oh, no, 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 no. He's bumped into the back of him, and then that's put us into the back of him. Into Laugh a Lot. Oh, no. Right, what's it? Is this a 458 in front of us as well here? Come on. Oh, he's gone for it. Oh, he's actually got the move done there. Birry or Byrie. If we get this one round the outside, we've got good traction. Oh, it's going to put us side by side. Then we'll have the inside line, the slightly shorter line. Oh, just almost missing the apex there. Or just missing the apex. We did miss it. Right, come on, up to P8, but we've lost about 6 seconds worth of overall time there to the leader. And that's a lot of time to try and gain back. Hopefully he is on. I suspect he's on the soft tyres though. Right, where do we think we're ending up? The picture of this race so far, we've been quite a bit off the decent pace, but this is our first lap in, I was going to say in clean air, but it's not. As we come out turn 1 side by side. So it's definitely not clean air. Oh, no! Why would he be going over there? You would always be on the racing line, out wide. I know he's trying to sort of block me off, but you would never turn that early unless you are actually trying to completely block us and accept you'd be losing so much time. Right, come on. We've got him on the straight here, surely. Thom has just absolutely yeeted Birry out of the way there. Yeah, I was going to say I'm reasonable to feel aggrieved on that one, I think. Surely. These guys can't be going into the pits now, surely. Oh, they are. One of them is. I wouldn't have been expecting that. What's he coming off of? Coming off the softs at lap 5. What? Right, let's see how he acts now. We're back up to him. That's after 2 incidents of questionableness. Oh, he stayed out as well. I thought he was going to go in. Right, he stays behind us this time. Now we've just got to try. Not that you're really exactly pushing as much as you can on the hard tyres to begin with, but just try and make the most of this clear air for the next lap or two. I see smoke. I now see yellow flags. Oh! What's happened here? Oh, we're gonna nip underneath. I presume that's very dirty tyres for him. He doesn't want to give up the podium, does he? In fact, it's not even the podium, but P4. Right, we're in. We're into the pits now. Much better pit entry than that guy in front as well. Come on! Come on! Come on. Right, we dropped down to P10 on track, but I'm just hoping and praying that with enough people still to come in, or gaps that we can close on pure pace, because this one we're going to manage around the outside. We know he's on the hard tyres because we've just seen him come in. He's not going to want to give it up easily though, is he? Right, keep watching that big number in red, because that is just all we've got as a reference point now. That guy that we're 29 seconds behind. Oh, he's just come in now. Right, come on. We just want to watch that number tumble and hope that we can grab a few more positions. Darking in now on the softs. We might get past him. Yeah, I could have gone in a lap earlier. I just wanted to be safe at the same time. But then it means we can absolutely hound it on these laps here. We're going to close the gap, hopefully, quite a bit here. We could still be on for a half-decent result. This is from the back of the grid. What do we reckon we could aim for? Top 6 I still think's doable. Easily. A podium's maybe a bit far-fetched. I'm just trying to have a look at the gaps. I do still think it depends what tyres they're all on up front. A P4 genuinely could be possible. Oh, 2 of them coming in. There we go. Right, I was not expecting that. Was not expecting that. Aim for the win, man. I'm trying to be realistic. We lost like 8 seconds worth of lap time. There we go, 39.4 then. All right, well, the leader is 11 seconds up the road. Is he now on? If that leader's on the hard tyres now, I'm going for the win. If he's not, then we're going for P3, I think. Come on. James is saying the win as well. Elbows out kind of situation there. In the slipstream, come on. Oh, I wonder what car that Enzo is. Enzo is it front there, because he's gained. Look at that, he's gained loads of time on that straight. I wonder if it's the Viper that he's in. Because that straight line speed that he's got is mega. We're gaining so much more in the corners though. Got to be a bit more careful switching back like that. If you've ran wide. There's the two of them there. 6.5, come on. .8. It's at this point though the tyres start to not quite give you everything that they did in the first couple of laps. 5.2, 5.1. Come on. What do we think? What do we think? What do we think? They're within a tenth of each other as well. They're going to be costing each other a lot of time, which is doing us a lot of favours. 4 laps to go. We've just beat our personal best. See if you're able to get a glimpse what car they're in as well. Both of them must be in the same car. Rocket ships down the straight. Unless they're bump drafting each other. Which if they can see the gap that I'm in, with no slipstream and no one behind me to bump draft, then they'll be sensible enough to do that and then battle it in the corners. Gap down to 4 seconds now. Oh, come on. Gap down to 4 seconds. 3.9, 3.8. 3 laps to go. We're going for the win now, come on. We're going for the win. 3 laps. 3 laps. Come on. Come on. That's surprising that. He's in the 458 in front, and then I'm trying to see what car that Enzo's in. Not that it's going to matter because we're seeing the back of it at the moment. Hopefully we'll be seeing it in our rear view mirror by the end of this straight. Look at the straight line speed of those guys there. Wow. chase down that Alpha. He's pushed us wide there. Enzo, he's desperately defending that one. Oh, he's just launched the 4C out of the way. He's just launched the 4C out of the way. Right, we might know what we're up against here. We might have just seen what we're up against. Let's break away from him now. Come on, last lap. Last lap. Go. Go. Surely they're not going to go for a lunge for that far back. I can be on my line. Hit my marks. Surely I can trust them. Oh, they've gone straight across. Almost gone straight across the corner. Come on, bring it home. Bring it home. Nice and easy. Go. Get in. Get in. What a way to end the stream. One of them spinned it. Enzo spun it out of the final corner. Ocean 23 is going to get P2. We've done it. We've done it. We've done it. We've done it. We will have that all day long. Get in. Well, we've dropped down the lobbies a little bit because I think it turns out, potentially, my theory here is that Daily Race B might not give you a penalty for running wide, but I think it does affect your SR because we've been absolutely hammered there. We were down to SRB and we only really got 1 or 2 half-second penalties in the Daily Race B races. So I think it is punishing you when you do the cheat code that everybody is doing of running extra wide, which is how we've seen loads of people that we've known in these slightly lower lobbies having been punished with the SR. And that's how we've known so many people in these lobbies. So whether that says DR, A plus, A or B, do not be fooled. All of those are still very, you know, quick, good drivers, even if the SR is in B in some cases. They're still all very good, quick drivers, so I'm happy with that for a race win. Good place to end. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, there we go. Now, I need to get back on this week. I might even try and do tomorrow night if I can. I need to get back on this week, and I need to do this as well. Let me just do one lap before we go. I will put it straight into the wall, but let me just do 1 lap. No worries, James. Catch you in a bit. Come on. Come on. I cannot remember this track very well at all, I'll be honest with you. But I absolutely love it. Super Formula around here is just sensational. It might be the new one, I'm not sure. I just want to do one quick lap. Yeah, I think it is the 23, I think. Heading up for the final chicane. Got no idea where the braking zone should be. Roughly about there sounds right. It's absolutely bang on as it turns out. We'll have that. There we go. Bit of fun. A flying lap. Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. Oh, it's so tempting to want to go again. Oh, two awesome, awesome additions. I don't know why I started clapping there. Two awesome additions to Gran Turismo, those two tracks. Absolutely mega. Absolutely mega. Right, we're going to call it a day there. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, please do hit the like button on the stream. And if you haven't done so already, please do hit the subscribe button. That helps more than you will possibly know. I'm definitely, million, billion, trillion %. John's going to hold me to it because John will message me immediately tomorrow to go, where are you? I'm going to try and do a stream tomorrow night if I can. If not, later in the week. I don't want to stream on Friday because it's normally just crap carnage races, everyone being a bit naff. So tomorrow night sounds like that's a good idea if we can do. Failing that, we'll do Wednesday and I'll have the match on while we're racing. There we go. That's going to be that. Thank you all so much for tuning in. You're all absolute heroes. I will catch you all very soon and I will see you all in the next stream, the next video, or on track. In a bit.